All right. Spoiler-free review in the vein of actual online YouTube critics. Avengers Infinity War tells the story of Thanos, the Infinity Gauntlet, and the Infinity Gems. You may remember them from Marvel Superheroes, which was a very timely piece by Capcom. It was a video game, 2D fighting game. The Infinity Stones were featured prominently. Thanos had recently acquired them in the story this movie's based on in the comics at that point, and all of the endings for each of the characters were so much for what they were doing in the comics at the time. It's practically a time capsule. Those same stones from the same game came back in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. I think that by basing that game as much as they did with their introduced characters on the comics, what Marvel Comics was doing at the time, like 2017 or 15 or whatever, was a poor move because they could have relied on the much more popular movies and helped prepare. They were cutting out all the mutants to satisfy Disney anyway. They may as well had an advanced peek of what they were planning for Captain Marvel. Plus, the comics are unpopular right now. Let's see. Linkara already covered the Infinity Stones story. The comic itself begins when Thanos already has everything and is trying to impress Death. It's actually a story about the futility of love. Yes, he's has a complex relationship and is trying to move the humanoid embodiment of human mortality. Just like he does in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Except in that one, he tries to kill her in the end. Well, let's get to the actual movie now. The movie takes Thanos' big feat that I'm still willfully dancing around from the original storyline, and it makes it his motivation. Makes it his motivation. Eros is naturally cut out of it. They're focusing on Thanos, not the entire Titan, whatever. Thanos and Eros are named after death and sex, the two big drives of humanity. But by completely changing motivation, cutting out Death herself, they don't really need Titan anymore. And when they cut out Titan, they really cut out Titan. Thanos is actually fleshed out and has a real motivation now. Good to see they didn't stop that with Killmonger. I wonder what the villain's motivation is in Captain Marvel or Ant-Man and Wasp. Also, we see Maria Hill at the end in the post-credit scene. And it immediately gets me wondering, now that we've reached the halfway point and we've sunk to our lowest, how is this going to affect TV? How is this going to affect Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.? I haven't wanted to watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. in a long time. But, oh look, the Aspie's rocking more rapidly. He's really excited. We've picked up, right after Thor Ragnarok, their post-credit scene immediately leads into this. And, kind of craps on the cautiously optimistic ending of Thor Ragnarok, if you ask me. But if you've read the comic, and if you take careful note of what Doctor Strange does after he finds only the one out of thousands of possible ways that can win, too many plot threads to count at once. My brain cannot prioritize. It's part of my special, why do I want to say joy juice? Vocabulary is failing me. Can't even choose the right adjective. Anyway. The big takeaway from all of this is, in the end, even though they've cut out Thanos' love affair with death, they still demonstrate that love is wrong. Love is just bad. Romantic, sexual love is no good. Whenever Peter Quill is on screen, he's insecure and jealous when Thor is being analyzed, and when he makes a promise to kill Gamora, who's just trying to take a secret with her to her grave. Well, we'll get into that into the spoiler review, but suffice to say, this movie is not a good look for Peter Quill. Well, and on that note, see you soon. Hopefully after you've seen the movie.